Hello everybody, this is Shirley Henderson from sharework.com, and today's episode of Share's podcast is Blockchain Governance by Shirley Henderson featuring Vitalik Buterin. Alright guys, let's get started. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe to my newsletter at my blog sharework.com and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can just go Share Henderson. Alright, well, here we go. It's very important that why we want to do the governance. Well, the governance is very simple. We don't want this blockchain to go into the wrong hands. And going into the wrong hands will mean to go back to centralization. Simple as that. Oh, let's going to put it on the top of some other app, and then, oh, we need it to be more faster. Oh, we need to centralize it. No, not ever, no. So here we go. This is where it's gonna, we have to implement a few rules. Let's see, we're gonna have, I'm gonna read this. So if you wanna read my article, it is complete, go to sharework.com and just Google Blockchain Governance by Shirley Henderson featuring Vitalik Buterin. These rules will give a blockchain a secure and legitimate status. A blockchain is a powerful technology that needs to maintain integrity for the good of humankind at all cost, because insiders and outsiders of the decision making of the blockchain could be manipulated by their own interest. The best governance principles for any function, upgrades, changes, adjustments, anything whatsoever of the blockchain should be considering first the following rules. Number one, it needs to be kept on the blockchain decentralized. Decentralization, which means opposite to centralization. Clear? Good. It needs to not be vulnerable to plutocracy. Okay? Plutocracy means when the majority of shareholders make the decisions, or the rich people make the decisions on the government. And also number three, it needs to not be vulnerable to bribing attacks. You know, it goes with the second one. You know, rich people can bribe the government or the agents of the government to allow them to have privileges, faster, whatever thing. In the blockchain, they can alter the decision making and the function of the blockchain. Like I said, they can say, oh, what if it's faster, and we can centralize it, or I don't know, infinity of things. Oh, let's incentivize here, and they end up being the plutocracy. So one thing goes with the other. So it's like a game, you know, like a chess game. You just follow these rules, and then you can make all the upgrades that you need and want in the future. Yes, as long as it stays on chain, decentralized, avoids plutocracy, avoids bribing attacks, and following the white paper, the original white paper of the blockchain. And the base, open source, of course, everybody can see what you're doing, and it needs to serve the good of and the life of humanity. Why? Because in the future, when the AR is writing the code, we avoid this Skynet situation. And also on the same article, in the paper that I wrote, I suggest to have a shut-off mechanism just in case the artificial intelligence takes control. So there you have it, you guys. Those are the rules. And the most important, this is not, you know, oh, why is she saying, why are we going to do what she said, or why are we going to do what Vitalik said. I wrote this article, the hybrid Blockchain Governance by Shirley Henderson. I wrote it on, what is this? Blockchain. Yeah, on March 31st. Okay? On April 4th, the validation of Vitalik Buterin with his comment, and this is his comment. I'm going to read it to you guys. I'm logging into the Twitter on my computer. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it so much. This is what he typed. when someone comes up with an on-chain governance model that is not vulnerable to plutocracy or bribing attacks, then that will definitely be when the facts change, and I changed my mind. All right, and I changed my mind moment. So there you have it, you guys. Very simple. It's not what I said. It's not my ruling. It's I'm the whole universe. No, and it's not what Vitalik said. I mean, yes, it is what he said because he has a saying, because he's a founder of a blockchain with the name Ethereum, and he has a saying. He knows what he's talking about. And I've been following this whole process for a year. You can go to my blog, sharework.com, and you can see all my work. I have an understanding of the treasure and the importance of the blockchain for humanity specifically. So I think with these rules, when people that started this movement of the blockchain and decentralization are not here no longer, the idea of the freedom of the blockchain and decentralization still alive if they only, or when they only respect these rules, because in the end, this whole blockchain is for the future generations. It's not for me, it's not for Vitalik, it's not for the developers that are currently alive. It's for the future generations. It's for everybody else. It's for the people, that they have an opportunity to have a better life, an open technology for everybody to use. And this is, remember, this is a non-profit organization. And so I'm talking about the Ethereum blockchain in particular, but these principles should be used in every blockchains if you want this to be legitimate. So everybody will feel more secure to use them because they're following these particular principles on the governments, which is it needs to be kept on-chain and decentralized. It needs to not be vulnerable to plutocracy. It needs not to be vulnerable to bribing attacks, following the white paper base, open source. It needs to be, at the service of and the good of human life. All right, guys, thank you so much. My name is Shirley Henderson, and I want to see you succeed in every area of your life. I am on the side of humankind, and subscribe to my newsletter at sharework.com and my YouTube channel, Shirley Henderson. You can follow me on all my social media. Thank you so much. And I am on the side of humankind. I already say that. Don't forget. Thank you, guys. See you guys back.